Welcome to another episode of Hot Vegas Nights. I'm your host, Black Ice, and we have a special guest today. I think it might get a little heated. I met this person 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and this is Monica. Monica, say hi to everybody.
Hi. Hola.
Hola. Okay, it's Fine Pine is her Instagram. You can see it on there. So we're gonna get into some questions. Monica is a local to the Las Vegas area, right?
Yeah, I'm born and raised.
Born and raised. You still fixing your hair?
It looks horrible with this thing. Okay.
You look fine. You look fine.
Okay.
You look good. You're good to go. Now, real quick, because I never asked you, are you full black? What's your mix?
No, I'm mixed. I'm Mexican, Spaniard, Indian, Asian, French, and black. Majority French.
So that means I need to carry a gun if I'm around you, right?
Pretty much.
You got a little bit of an attitude?
Yeah, I try to carry one myself.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're on the show. As you guys know, we bring on single ladies that are, I won't say available on the market because that sounds like you're selling something, but single women that are somewhat successful in what they do and they're available. And we try to work through any issues or challenges we may have, or maybe we don't have.
Have any?
You don't have any? Uh-oh. There we go right now.
I'm just kidding. I have a couple.
And how old are you?
I'm 34.
You're 34 years old.
Turned 34 in October.
You're single.
Single.
And what do you do for a profession?
Honestly, I hustle. I do all of it. Makeup and hair professionally for 13 years now. And then I do music videos. I host. Yeah.
And do you have any children?
I do. I have two.
Okay. How old are they?
10 and 5.
So you got 10 and 5. You're 34 years old. Have you ever been married?
I have once.
Oh, you were married before?
As a child, yes.
As a child. Okay.
Yeah.
Do tell. So wait. Back up. You were married. How old were you?
16 and a half, almost 17. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was that a family? Okay, so somebody has to give somebody permission.
Yeah, my parents gave me permission to get married to my high school sweetheart.
And how old was he?
He was a year older than I.
So he was 17. So how long were you guys married for?
I divorced him at 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 5 years?
Yeah, but like not even together, just like.
I got to take a step back here.
He went to the military. So
this is like something out of like 1920.
Yeah, it really is.
That's
I was
crazy.
raised that way. You know what I mean?
Where were you raised at?
It was just cultured. Like we're Hispanic, so like my mother's Hispanic, so it's just like it was.
She's Mexican?
Yeah, my mom.
Was she born in Mexico?
Here, but my family, yeah, they migrated here.
So do you speak fluent Spanish?
Not fluently, but I do understand it fluently.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're used to chanclas, right?
Yeah, chanclas.
Okay, she chased you around the house with that?
Yes.
Those of you who don't know, it's a flip-flop when you get in trouble, right?
Yeah, I got the belt majority of the time.
So wait a minute. Okay, where were you born and raised?
Here, born and raised.
In Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my city.
A native. Yeah. So you run this town.
Run it.
Wow.
Fine.
Okay.
I always say it, so you can ask anybody.
So your hair's fine.
It's not cute. It's
cute. Look.
It's falling off. Okay, whatever.
It's all good. You relax. It's okay.
I can't.
Now
I'm a perfectionist.
You box too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So have you knocked anybody out yet?
No, I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been boxing for?
This is my 3rd year.
Wait, are you fighting in the ring? Like, are you just
Not
training?
Yet. No, training. Just trying.
So
to
are you gonna try to fight like?
Yeah, I really want a Mayweather like fine pine belt that says I knocked someone out.
Okay.
Even my coaches asked.
So I'm a little concerned here. Do I need to get ready to run out of here if you get heated?
No, because everything is self-control, but it's like there's something in me, like a fire that just loves it so much. Like I'm good at it, and I want to be great at it, and I want to be like consistent with it until I can get to a peak where I can just knock somebody out.
Okay. And I
obviously don't want someone touching me.
No, right.
But I want to get that good where like you can't.
And the interesting thing, we have the same birthday.
Yes.
October 6th, right?
6th.
Libra, right?
The best. Nobody can say it.
Nobody can say it like us, right?
Nobody.
So I reached out to you on Instagram a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was before the holidays or during the holidays.
Before the holidays, I think.
Yeah, and
during who knows?
I asked you to be on the podcast, and you had mentioned something about you. Like, what's your goals? I mean, where do you want to be when you're 40 and 50? Like, what's life look like?
I want to be retired at 40. I definitely want to still have my fine pine, like, entertainment business. I want to have, like, the whole end where you just come to me and I can get you everything.
What does that mean, get you everything?
Like, so a photo shoot, like, anything that you would need, a video shoot, like, just a whole setup, like,
so if
makeup, hair, like.
So if somebody comes to Vegas
Production.
and they want to do this, then they're going to look you up on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
If you're coming to Vegas and you have the hookups for everything,
I know everybody here.
hotels, fights, everything.
Yeah.
So
I think
you're
I'm
like
pretty solid. I really have a solid team that I've honestly built here in Vegas too, and outside of Vegas.
So you're like the concierge of Vegas. You're the connect.
I like to stay low key though. I'm very like, if you don't know me on a personal level, like you would never know like what I would do. You know what I mean? But like,
do you take people out too? Like, do you just make them disappear and stuff because you're pretty aggressive?
I don't take people out, but I definitely eliminate them. And like, I'm a type of person, like if you were in my life and you did me shady, like you're 7 feet under. Like, I don't think about you the next day.
I know how Libras are.
Yeah. I honestly just pray, give you to God. And then like, I move on.
You cut negative people out of your life.
Like cutthroat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's good to know because, when I came to Vegas 2 years ago, I know one person, my realtor. I knew her from before when I was here playing poker full time in 2009. And I got down here and you don't have hookups. Not that I'm trying to get friends. You don't like, my mindset is this. If I meet somebody that has a business, I'm not trying to get a discount.
Right.
I don't ask my friends for discounts, but I do business through my friends. Does that make sense?
Right.
So if they own a taco shop or a gym or whatever, if I want to feed the money to the locals, right? To a friend or family member. But I didn't have any hookups. So, it's like, okay, now I got hookups at DMV.
Yeah.
So I don't got to wait in line.
I don't have that one. That one's good.
That's a good hookup.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'll hook you up with that. DMV's the best of it. If you don't know about DMV in Vegas, that's probably the worst thing about Vegas.
Yeah.
The DMV.
I want that one.
That's like, you got to book a reservation 2 months in advance right? And then, car dealerships, I got the hookup. Realtor, I got the hookup. But I don't have a hotel hookup.
Oh, I do.
See?
Yeah.
See, if you're still like me by the end of the show.
Yeah. I can get you a room for like $40.
What?
Yeah.
You know what gets people is it's the resort fees.
Oh yeah, but that's a must. That's the one thing you'll always have to pay, regardless.
That's like Airbnb. You got all the fees, right?
Yeah, but they obviously give it back to you. But that's something that you do have to put up front for sure. Regardless.
Okay.
That's
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk
run.
after the show.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So on this show, my mindset is this. You know where my mindset? You watch a couple of my videos.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty nice guy. You agree?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be here if you weren't.
Okay. So my question to you is, you said you want to be retired. What does that look like? Is that just you want to be retired?
I just not even retired because I know that I'm just a hard worker in general and I want to work forever, but I want to do it in the own comfort of my home. You know what I mean? Like my own space. Like I already want to be set up where I can just like literally run everything from inside my home.
So nowhere in that did you say anything about a man in the picture.
Bah.
What's going on? Talk to me. It's not a hard question
No,
because
it's not a hard question.
do you want to be like, and this is my mindset before I ask this. I agree with monogamous relationships. I also agree with open relationships. I agree with the live-in girlfriend long term. I don't agree with being married in the modern day marriage because of the loss. I think it's very unjust and unfair for the man. However, I'm not opposed to anybody that says, hey, I want to be married. Okay, but what do you want? Do you want a man in your life or in your picture?
I do. I honestly thought about this long and hard, and obviously
Before you showed up on the show?
No, in general.
Okay.
Like this is something that I honestly think about on a daily basis, just because I grow to a new woman, like truly each day. Like I try to better myself and see.
That's good.
I really do. But I've come to the conclusion in like the overall being, I just want like a best friend, like someone that's like a friend that I can have forever, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
Like I don't want a marriage. I don't want to be married. I don't want to put any entitlement on it. Like you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. Like none of that. I just want someone that I can enjoy life with forever.
So does that mean you're living together though, right?
I thought about that one too. I would love to live with someone, but I would also love to have a home by myself and maybe him like next door. Like I'm real crazy.
Wait, what? Why?
I think if I was to date and like I would build up to that, but like I would like to have my own place and him have his own spot.
Okay.
So that I can, just because I like my own space. A lot of people don't know how to grow in solitude. I've been in solitude for almost 6 years now. Like not in a relationship, fully like knowing who I am as a person, just because I've always been in a relationship since I was 16 and a half.
So what kind of guy are you looking for then? Like when you say dating,
I'm over the dating. I'm waiting on God's timing to literally like, this is your person.
So what do you mean? What does that mean? Talk to me.
I guess if you run into me and you feel that like spark with me, like it has to be like
okay.
A genuine,
So let's say we met
like,
and I'm dating you for a year.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live in the same place, but we've been dating,
Mm-hmm.
right? Seriously.
Yeah.
And then we talk about, hey, are we going to move in together?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility for a guy?
A possibility, yes.
Okay, but you're the one making this decision, not him.
I think we both would have to be like
Okay.
very like in unison about.
And that's
like,
fine. I just thought like long term, I'm thinking, wait, you're gonna go 4 or 5 years and you guys are living in separate houses. Like,
I don't mind it just because, like I said, I like solitude. I like being by myself, so I don't want to ever like. I'm such a sensitive.
can't you go to the west wing of the home?
Okay, that would be great if we can do that, and it's like far down the hall.
Oh, it's far.
Yeah.
Like, okay, first of all, okay, what kind of man are you looking for? What does this guy have to look like? Tell me, what are you looking for? Do you want to be responsible for any costs or bills, or you want to be like, does he have to pay everything?
No, like it would be all in. Like I want someone that's really intelligent. That's like, okay, you make a lot of money. Like I'm gonna invest your shit into something and build it. Like I need a man that's like, you know what I mean? Like efficient and like helpful and like loving and like, damn, I see you working this hard. Maybe we should put this money into something because it's going to elevate you here. Like, I want someone that's like...
You're trying to elevate a guy. He's already elevated.
No, I'm saying him to elevate me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Yeah.
No, I want my man to be already elevated.
Oh, okay. So what kind of money does this guy need to make?
Damn near as me. I'm trying to like... I want to be a millionaire. Plus,
okay.
You don't even multi.
What if he's a millionaire now?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, so
money doesn't mean shit to me. It's the fact that like,
right, but don't no.
You guys, it does. But I'm saying
right.
like, I want him to have his own already, like him established in what he's doing in life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like he's confident about, because I'm a very confident woman.
But you wouldn't be with an average guy that makes the average income.
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes, but like he would have to turn that into something else. Like I have to see ambition where he's
no. This is the average guy, good guy.
Yeah.
Black, white, or other. I don't know what you're open to. And he makes $51,000 a year, and he's a good man.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. I'll run it. But I would show him how to change it.
No, see, now you're trying to change the man, right?
I'm not changing the man, but I would show him.
But he's not going to do that.
How do you know?
Because he's an average guy. Look, there's people that are ambitious. There's a guy, he might be working 10 years as a plumber. He might be an electrician. He might make $51,000 a year, right? Steve isn't looking to elevate. He's content. He's happy.
Facts. That's true.
So you can't come in and try to change a man. And
I would never want to change.
And motivate him.
No. But the thing of it is, some people, like I could say myself, like I just got out of 9 to 5 less than 3 years ago, but because I got laid off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a hustler still doing my side business and then working a 9 to 5. But I know that there's a man that's out there that's working a 9 to 5 and also wants to do more in life.
Right. So
You know what I mean?
let's talk about it. Do you what race is it? Do you, black, white, or other?
Yes, I've only dated and gone out with black men.
Okay, so you want a black man that makes how much a year? You got to put you're 34 years old.
Yeah. Let's just be realistic. Like it has to be like 6 figures for sure.
Okay, 6 figures. How tall does he got to be?
I don't feel like I meet anybody less than 6 foot. Like
Okay.
I feel like generation's not made over 6 foot anymore.
No, that's good. That's good. So you just now, the probability of a black man making 6 figures that's single, unmarried, that's not obese.
Yeah, and I don't want him to have children either.
Oh, see, you got a 0.0001% chance of probability. No, I'm not even joking.
I know that's
okay,
real.
so here's the question.
I watched your little episode.
Because 13% of the population is black.
Yeah.
51% of black men in America are unmarried and childless, no kids. But then you go to the 6 figures. Then you go over 6 feet tall, right? So, and I get it.
5'11's cool.
5'11. Damn, I'm too short. No, I'm just kidding. But you see what I'm saying? So now you're looking at a small percentage. So the main question is, what value are you bringing to the table to attract that man? Because now he is considered rare and high value. He probably knows this. He probably knows this, more than likely. If he's older, I don't know your age limit, okay? But let's say he's 40.
I usually date younger.
See, now we're going backwards.
No, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay, no, I hear you. I hear you. But here's the challenges that I see. Okay? Attractive girl, hustling, all this. But my my indicators are going up. Wait a minute. Okay. You want this guy. Do you consider yourself a feminine woman?
Yeah.
Or a boss bitch?
Both.
Okay. Here's where the rubber meets the road. And I say boss bitch without disrespecting you.
No,
I'm not
I
calling
know
you
that,
bitch.
for sure.
You get into this. What tends to happen, there's nothing wrong with a woman being successful, but you get to a point where a person, like, let's say the guy's making $400,000 or $500,000 a year. And he's like, hey, I want to marry you, or what? You don't want to be married. I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it, whatever. But you start getting into this masculine energy, this boss mentality. So when a high value man says, I want fit, feminine, attractive, cooperative, non-argumentative, submissive to the cause,
right?
Which is, hey, here's where we're going, babe. So I know I know how you are. Are you with me? So there's nothing wrong with asking questions and working through a challenge. But if it gets down to a hardcore debate or a challenge where I'm not backing down, there comes the masculine energy, right? So
no, I threw that away, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like, I always want to be and that was probably my last year's battle, because like I'm
Good.
a single mom. I just always took like the reins of like getting shit done. And like I realized like my masculinity like overran shit, because that's just like my survival mode. That's just how I like live, because I only count on me to like make sure that my kids are well fed and dressed, and you know what I mean? So you kind of have to dig more deep into that masculinity, just because like I am so femme, you know what I mean? I love being girly. I love, you know what I mean? Like just being pretty all the time.
Well, that's what I mean by feminine is the way you act, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm graceful. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I've always carried myself with grace, but like when I tap into that masculinity, people get scared of me, because they're just like, whoa, like she'll bite off my head, or like, but I'm not like that. It's just a simple fact. Like when I'm tapped into something and I have to get shit done, I'll pull that masculinity out like a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, but I got rid of like this year. Like I just want to be my feminine self. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you think you're easy to get along with in a relationship? You
do?
do?
Yeah.
So what challenges do you think that you've had in the past that you've changed in a relationship? Like where have you changed to be a better person? You said one thing, but like we all have.
I'd be a better listener.
That's good.
Yeah.
So are you reading a book?
I read a lot of books.
I can tell. You're well read.
Yeah.
So that's a good, and people, if you're listening to this, I read all the time. I study all the time. I check out certain books, online. It's like, okay, let me order this from Amazon, because reading, you're going to prove yourself, because you got to prove yourself, right? And then realize that you're not going to win every debate or argument, right? And a lot of these men that I deal with, they have they got their money,
right?
They got their they already know where they're going. They're very successful, and they don't need your money,
right?
Because a lot of women say, oh, I got my money. I got this, I got that. Well, how much of that are you spending on him? You're not. Yeah. He doesn't need it, right? He's looking for a certain type of woman. And then some of the guys may or may want to have children. Do you want to have more children?
I don't.
Okay, so this is where you have to, which is fine. So now you see where your window gets.
Oh, no, I know it. I've even come to a conclusion, like if I was to like literally like be by myself for the rest of my life, would I be okay with that? Like I've asked myself, and I'm like really content, like that I would be.
You could, but really deep down inside,
no,
not
of course,
meant to
no
be.
woman wants to, but I also have a standard, and I also have what I want, so I'm not going to settle.
So now we talked about earlier before we came in. You have all these DMs. You got all these guys, I'm sure, approaching you. So how do you know if the guy meets your standard before you even give him the opportunity?
I don't ever judge.
So if a guy came up to you and said, hey, you're at Safeway, or you're at the store.
Safeway.
Smith's. I don't know. He might come up to you and say, hey, you're looking real pretty. Hey, can I get your number? And he looks attractive, and he's a brother that's over 6 feet tall. Are you going to give him your number? Or are you just going to say, oh, here's my IG? What are you going to do?
I personally give out my IG, but only if I find like a true connection or like a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's
okay.
I know that.
But you just said you don't check your DMs. You get DMs from dudes all the time.
I do, but like I know which not to answer and which to. You know what I mean? Like, what's business and what someone's just trying to like get at you, or like.
Well, he's trying to get at you. He's trying to.
I personally don't think IG is like a place for me to like take in trust with like dating.
But you just gave him your IG to get a hold of you.
Well, because we'll start there. That's what I'm saying. If it's in person, it's different.
So
if you just found me on the gram and you're DMing me, like that's just too much. Because you don't even know me. You're basing me off of my pictures and like what I do.
Yeah. Have you seen your pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Trey, you got her IG up. Hold on. Okay, I looked at this before I came here.
She is fine.
Okay,
sure.
go to, are you on there?
Those are my reels.
I know, we're going to see a reel. Can I see a reel? Hold on.
I don't know. It depends on which one.
No, we'll go that one. No. Go up. Go to the left. Go down one. Play that.
Wait.
Play that.
This is Fine Pine Out.
Me. She said, well, you should come behind me. You know exactly where to find me. But I've been looking.
Pull them out.
Okay, look, I'm going to pull this out right now.
Period. I'll do the same dance right now if you're going to
I got hundreds. No, but see, you're judging. You said you don't want to judge you. I'm judging you.
Yeah, but that's me. It's me.
But that's you.
Yeah.
So you're going to attract.
Yeah, but it's more, I don't want it to be IG because it's so sexual first. Like, people are so willing to be like sexual.
I have
first.
a question.
Yeah.
You give me your IG, I met you. I look at your IG, I'm like, damn, girl.
And that's why I usually don't give that shit out no more.
But you gave it to me because I asked you for your number.
But only if I felt something. Like,
would you feel okay? You felt good. But still, see, look, I'm like, damn, is this girl dancing? What's she doing? Wait, I got a question, and I'm not going to pull it out. The one where you're in the bathtub, who's recording that?
I'm a videographer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing a music video for that was Jodeci.
Oh.
For their music
You're
video.
forever my lady. I love Jodeci. Jodeci was the hit. Okay, so now you're single, and have you been dating anybody? You going on dates with anybody, or what's that looking like?
I've gone on a few dates, not gonna lie. None that I kept around. And it was just like a date and a done.
What happened?
I'm just connection. I'm just like an empath. Like, I really do feel like what your intention is. Like, I really know by the time, like, how you moved, whether you opened my car door.
Okay, so how do I move?
Genuine.
How do I move?
You've been respectful since I've met you, so. But that's not all men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are not raised with that. I have a standard. So you're gonna open my car door. You're gonna, you know what I mean?
So you want a traditional man?
I do. Yeah.
Do you feel you're a traditional woman?
I am. That's like modernized, like.
Wait. Okay.
I'm traditional, but I'm like, to this day, like, I'm just of like, damn, you're hot. Like, you're a hot traditional woman. Like,
right, but there's no gray areas here. You be hot traditional.
For sure.
But do you think your Instagram's traditional?
No.
So you're not traditional.
I think I'm just fucking fine and fun.
Oh my God. See, this is okay.
I'm just myself.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to lie. I'm this person.
No, but can you be that person with your man?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now I
think I'm a whole different dynamic in the home.
Okay, I get this. Now hear me out. When I met my girl, she had a basic bitch Instagram. It's been up 3 weeks. Now check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Fitness, right?
Right.
When I was bigger, working out more, being like, whatever. Her Instagram pulled up a thread. It was like meal prep. I hate meal prep. First of all, I'm allergic to the kitchen. I'm not going to lie. The kitchen to me, there's a problem. Grocery stores, kitchens, it's almost against my religion at this point, right? Mm-hmm. I'll go to the grill. That's about it. So she has these meal preps on there. Mm-hmm. And I liked the picture. And then she liked one back. Now, keep in mind her Instagram, it didn't look like that. Mm-hmm. Hear me out. I was like, oh, that looks like her brother. Dudes, I'm going through checking it out. It's like, oh, she's cute. She's got potential. But she's not like, damn, Gina, right? Yeah. Like, and when we started dating, when she moved in, she started elevating her game, right? Like you said, a man to elevate you, right? I'm like, babe, you should do this, baby. And she started, I built confidence in her. She's like, oh, you think so? She started competing. She was already going to compete her first show, but I installed confidence. I told her she's beautiful, she's attractive. I'm confident as a man, so I'm not concerned with other men at this point because she's mine. Does that make sense? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh, do you think I should? I said, look, do what you got to do on IG. She's like, that's not going to bother you. No, because hers was plain Jane. Right. Then she got into, start competing. And then, she started doing promotions. And then, guys, at the casinos, hey, can you do this event? We're hosting. Can you be one of the, girls holding the card, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then she started changing her look on IG. Yeah. Right. And people are like, wait a minute. It's a double standard. No. She wasn't like that when I met her. She wasn't like that when I met her.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, beautiful girl, but I'm like, is she like, what's she doing? Like, she's all out there, right? So as a traditional woman, right? Here you are with a man. Ready?
Yeah.
$10 million a year. Say, babe, look, I love you, love me. You're like, yeah, we love each other, right? Can you like tone down your IG? Would you have a problem with that?
No.
Okay, see, good. So you're the first woman I've talked to in a long time that's chose the man over her Instagram. Yeah. You would be surprised at how many women would not, I'm not saying give it up, but change the look. Still have your entertainment company. Yeah. Still do what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? Because when I look at that, I'm like, damn, this dude, she's got all kinds of heads up in her DM. These dudes, she's probably dating these dudes. What's she doing? And it's attractive. But I'm like, damn, let me get my dollars out, right? I'm like, you know what I mean? And so
but that's what I want it to do. I make money off of my Instagram. So.
I get it. I get it. So for high value men, they kind of look at that going, oh, damn, dude, I don't know, man. She's out there. You feel me?
Yeah,
you see what I'm 100%. Saying? So I try to like look at it from a holistic perspective and go, if I was single, I'm going to, like, my girl's from Tucson. There's nothing there. You drive by in 2 minutes, you threw Tucson on the freeway. It's tumbleweeds, right? Small town girl. And, okay. And when I go to LA or I go, I'm in LA and these girls, I'm looking at their IG, 300,000 followers. And, I'm like, damn, no, man, I'm good. Yeah. Because I know what I might have to deal with. Oh, yeah. And people say, well, you're insecure. No, I don't want my woman out there like that, right? Right. To a point. So my concern is, okay, great. So you give out your DM. This is your calling card. Here's my Instagram. Yeah. Reach out to me. Now they're reaching out to you. These other guys, what if you meet a nice guy and he sends you a message on Instagram? You don't know, that could be the dude. It could be 100%. But you won't answer him.
No, it's not that I won't answer. I'll look, and then if it's something like, then maybe it would be different. But I feel like everyone that's in my DM is really just like, you know what I mean? It's not real. It's just they want to hit.
How do you know that?
Because you can just tell how they write. Like, men are just so funny. Like, it's all the same. Like, hi, ma, you look good. Or men will really call me baby. I'm like, I could be a serial killer. Like, I don't understand. Like, every man is always like, hey, babe. Hey, baby, how are you? And I'm like, who are you?
Are you serious?
I swear. It's like, and it's kind of like a turnoff because it's like, one, you don't know how old I am. Two, you don't know what I come with. You just see a face, and it's like, if you're gonna be bold enough to be in my DM, at least like show some like manlyhood. Like, I stopped by, I don't know, something smooth.
So you're dating these younger guys.
I'm not dating younger guys. I've just a year or two. Yes.
Younger. So how old will you go?
How old will I go?
Yeah. Will you go double OG or will you just go OG?
Just OG, to be real.
That's 40.
Yeah.
So you ain't going over 40?
No.
Okay. No. So the brother's got to be between 35 and 40. You got a small window. You know that, don't
30.
you?
30. We'll just do 30 to 40.
But here's the other thing too. Like, it sounds like you're hitting the mark. You're very feminine. But I know that there's some flags. I'm trying to find out, because you shouldn't have been, in my opinion. I don't know why you're single if all these things line up.
No, I asked myself that too. But honestly, I didn't want to get in a relationship, and it's me truly pushing people away naturally, just because I wanted to elevate my mind somewhere that nobody could get to. Like, I do a lot of praying, manifestation, a lot of prayer. A lot of people don't know how to, like, I really enjoy solitude. There was a point of COVID where I was literally just doing yoga, like in my skin, like full naked, like crystals, candles, like just really, really like writing, like tapping into like my soul energy. Like, and people don't do that. Like, I just believe that you can hit all levels in your mental. And I feel like your mental is so powerful that you can bring forth anything you want in life, that I need someone that's there spiritually. If you're not there spiritually, I just don't ever feel that I could give you a part of me, like, fully. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So money comes and goes, and I need someone that's literally cares about my intellect more than anything. Like, I gotta be sitting there with you, and you're gonna really elevate me to something that I haven't studied or found my fucking self. Like, I don't know if I can cuss, but sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I'm just saying, like, I need that. I read, I write, I like really investigate like myself. And it's like, if you can't give me that and like really stimulate my mind, it's just like, I'm already turned off. Like, there's only so much sex we can have. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm bored. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like, all right, you gotta go again. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I don't want to sit in a place with someone that I find sexually attractive and be so bored to tears, no matter how fine you are. You know what I mean? Like, cause I wouldn't want someone to be like, oh, you're fine, but you're just dumb. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, yeah, no, I want to laugh and talk and like hit every kind of genre that we could possibly talk about, or sit in a room and read and I'm not annoyed with your energy. Like it has to be like that.
So when you're, I'm going to ask you this, when you're going out doing this promotion stuff, are you out at clubs all the time?
Not clubs. I was doing a lot of like lounges and like hookah lounges, obviously when COVID hit.
Sure.
But I then realized like who I didn't want to do business with quick in the city. Cause I'm born and raised here.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I had a fake ID before I was 21. So like, I know all the promoters here, so I can get into anywhere I want. You know what I mean? So it's not like I can't have that. I just knew like who I didn't want to do business with.
So what do you do for fun in your spare time? You're boxing.
I box, yeah.
And that's it.
For fun, yeah. For creative, yeah.
Okay. Do you now I know you got two beautiful kids. We talked about that. I don't want to talk about your personal kids, right? Because that's private.
Yeah.
But you have 5 and a 10-year-old.
5 and a 10-year-old.
And your boy's 10?
My boy's 10. My daughter's 5. Just
Okay.
5 and...
Same dad, two different.
No, 2 different.
Okay, got it. And are you cool with the baby's daddy?
Baby. The father's, yes.
Are you sure?
Just this year, my daughter's father, we just now like are somewhat talking. I'm just the type of person, like once I'm done with you, like I don't really need
No,
to,
but
like,
you're cool, like
we're
there's no
cordial.
drama.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that always can be a concern. Like when I was
Well, my son's father is like a best friend, like always has been, that kind of vibe.
So you still hang out with him?
No. What I'm saying, like that bond will never break. We were best friends before we were
Okay.
anything.
Okay,
so
got it.
it's
Got
like,
it.
we don't need to speak. Like he knows, he checks on me if I'm good. If I need
Sure,
anything.
sure.
But like it's more of like that friendship.
Sure,
you know what I
sure,
mean? Like
yeah.
long distance, like, oh, I'm just checking, make sure you're good.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. So you're it sounds like you got a lot going on. You got your business and how's your business do? Are you guys growing? Is your company growing every year?
Yeah. I mean, I personally think I'm doing well to do it by myself. Like seriously, like I had my first LLC at 21. So I'm like to have my second one and like my own. It's like, I'm proud of myself.
Now, do you hang out with do you have a lot of girlfriends that you hang out with?
No, I have 0.
Wow.
Yeah. I cut my last one off a year ago.
You know, I did a I don't know if you saw my last one, my last podcast. Actually, it was I did a reel, and I said, if you're in a relationship, ladies, you need to cut your single girlfriends out.
Yeah.
And you know why?
No, I just believe that's facts.
Yeah, and I had a lot of women come after me, and they're like, "Oh, what are you single guy friends?" I don't have any. My circle's so small because we're hustling.
Yeah. Facts.
People don't understand that. It's 7 days. I mean, you have time for your kids, and I have time for my girlfriend. But outside of that, it's like, when do I have time to just go hang out at a bar or lounge? I don't have time. And sure, I have colleagues in business, but I'm not hanging out at the bar with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Even when I was single, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of guys. I want to hang out with girls, right? Like I was that guy. It's like, I don't want to be with we're guys night. It's like, no, you guys are like kryptonite. 10 guys is kryptonite. Let me go out with me or one other person and have a better probability and advantage of meeting a woman versus 10 guys.
Right.
Right. So now, when was the last date you were on? How long ago? That long ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Like 6 months?
Maybe more.
9 months?
Yeah.
So I feel like you're very, not just cautious, but afraid.
No, I honestly, fuck fear. I'm not afraid of shit, but I just, like I said, it's something I'll just say it's God with me. Like, and I just will always rely on God and like my intuitiveness. And it's just like, I just can't. I'm okay to tell the person no.
So how many times you get asked out? Like
every week. Like probably like every other day, to be real.
And so you're telling me 15 guys a month.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
There's men that, and they'll come back. Even when I tell them no, like, hey, I can't, I'm too busy. Or like, no, I appreciate you though. They try again. Like Do
you think it's possible that you could have said no to the wrong person? To the right person?
I believe that there's just one person in my life that I feel like I could have been a little bit more graceful with. I don't know. I have someone that I really care about for sure.
So you have a guy you care about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys talking?
Somewhat.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
No. It's not even like that. It's like more so like a friendship. But it's something that, like you said about her, like I enjoy that he uplifts me. And like without him being like in front of me, because I don't see this person, he elevates me.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And I enjoy that.
Okay.
So we don't date or we don't go out. We don't see each other. But it's I enjoy that kind of energy. Like, you know what I mean?
How long you been talking to this guy?
2020.
What?
Mm-hmm. Just as a friend.
Okay, so this might be why you're not dating.
No, it's honestly not why I'm not dating.
But if you date somebody, you're going to still continue to talk to that guy.
No. I would drop all my friends, like men and women.
What questions do you have for
partner.
Okay, what questions do you have for me?
I don't know.
You don't know. Because you responded and you said that you were single, that you said you were looking to possibly find the right guy.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're not ready.
I'm ready. I just wanted to be. I'm fucking picky. I am an aesthetic person.
But don't you? Okay. But what if you're picky? And you said this is my belief.
Okay, but like I get to a point where I'm mean. I love teeth. I love a smile. I love a man with a beard. I need someone with eyes. I gotta have.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Your nails always got to be like well manicured and like.
That's not. But that's not like, picky. That's not picky.
Right, but it's just a standard for me. You know what I mean? Right. Like I like a clean cut. Like.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like.
There's a lot of men like that.
Please show me where.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I think some of these guys, you like. Look, this is just my thoughts. You can't throw away the baby with the bathwater.
No facts, but where do I find a
How
man
do you know
of
they're
this
not
value?
messaging you? And men of value.
I do look.
Okay,
I do look, to be real.
Okay.
Like, but I never like.
You look. What
I
do you
look at their gram? Like, I'll look at their gram. Like, I won't open their message, but I'll go to their page and I'll see, like, peep them out.
Oh, so you're checking out every one of them.
Well, I gotta look. Why are you in my DM?
Why do you think they're in your DM? Look at your DM. Look at your IG.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you're so bold, so I'm
That's
bold.
not bold, but that's not bold. Guys are supposed to go hunt. That's what dudes do.
True.
We're full of testosterone for a reason, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
If we weren't, there'd be no kids. We'd be all passive, beta.
But I think a lot of people don't have a standard, and I think that they just like, a lot of women mess it up in the game. So it's like, if a lot of girls are replying back to them, a lot of men, like, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, supposed to be with me or like trying to get at me. You know what I mean? But someone has kicked your volume up. To that place of like, you're mental where like, I can get at her. Like,
see, but
you can.
Your mindset is that you feel like you're fine being alone the rest of your life.
Yeah. I don't want to be, but I've gotten to a point where I'm okay with being alone.
Why don't you want to be?
What? Because I am a lover and I love to love on someone.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. So you don't want to be alone. You're not fine with it.
No.
So you're not fine with it.
No, I definitely am a lover. Like,
you're not fine with being alone.
No.
Okay.
I think God makes one for the other.
Okay, so now
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's cap, right?
Yeah,
you don't want to.
Cap,
okay.
Sure. But
okay, so here now we're getting to
find my other.
Okay, so
you know
here's now we're getting. I knew there was something going on here. I'm fine. I can be alone with my box wine and cats. No, you're not. You lie. But see, here's the thing.
I just want one cat.
Oh my God! Fired. End of the show. Cut it off. You got. Okay, sorry. I don't know what's with cats, man. It's like.
Hey, I have a Bengal. That's all I want. She's exotic.
You got a cat too.
A Bengal.
Here, see, okay, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Single alone with cats and no box wine.
I don't have cats. It's not plural.
Okay, singular. You have one cat.
She's a Bengal.
I know somebody else has 2 Bengal cats and she's single. It's a trend. Do you know?
No, don't fucking start.
No. I'm going to tell you something. Mm-hmm. Cats originally were when they back in the day. Remember when the Great Plague happened?
No.
Okay.
You're a triple OG. Remember?
No. I wasn't around then. Damn. No. So the Great Plague that happened in the way back, kings, queens, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. The fleas would come from the rats, right? And they'd bite the people and they'd get sick and die. So they used to have cats. Well, cats was associated with witches. Mm-hmm. And so back then, if a woman had a cat, she was considered a witch, mm-hmm. right? Because cats would kill the rats, right? So that's why when I got this whole thing and I said, why is it that all these single women got cats? And then I watched.
Take out the trash.
because they're witches, right?
I'm a good witch.
Okay, well,
I'm like Glenda.
Glenda, okay. Click your heels for me, please. You're crazy. Stop. Okay, wait. Now, you got me going here. You got me going.
I am like Glenda, the good witch.
Watch this. Here we go. So now I got what I was trying to get out the whole time because you've been capping for
I have not been capping.
45 minutes.
You're lies.
I'm fine being alone.
You're okay with,
no, you're not.
And mentally, I got myself there.
But you're not.
No, nobody wants to be alone.
Okay.
Well, maybe some people do.
So now so here's my point. I'm going to ask you this serious question. And don't say, well, that's fine then. I'll just be alone because you don't want to be alone.
No, for sure.
What value are you bringing to the table for the high value man that you think he wants in you that would attract him? Because you're saying you're really picky, right? Are you willing to make adjustments and changes for that guy?
I'm very confident in like.
I didn't say confident. Are you willing to make those adjustments?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I think my opinion is this: you're looking at these people. I honestly feel like if you're getting, and I believe it's more than 15 a month, probably 20 plus asking you out a month.
Yeah.
And that's, what is that? 200 plus a year. There's got to be 5 to 10 dudes in there. And you got to give them the opportunity to give them the energy, the manifestation, whatever it is, because if they're asking you out, it doesn't hurt to go on a date, right? If it's worth your time. Hear me out. Because you can't, like, sometimes look at IG, like, if I would have saw your IG, I'm like, oh, no. She's a 304 and you're not. With all due respect.
I understand that.
I'm like, she's a 304.
For sure.
So if I pass judgment, and maybe if I was single and you were the right woman, then it's like I lost an opportunity because I made a judgment call on your IG. Right? So that's why I'm saying I'm not saying to lower your standards. I'm saying take a step back and go, okay, maybe I just need to look at the bigger picture. Now I get it. I know what you're talking about. Some of these dudes, I see them in her DM.
Yeah.
I'm not on her IG for a reason, right? If I go on there, she'll lose all her followers. Yeah. Right? Just like you. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to be on there. Right? Yeah. Don't put me on there.
Privacy is best.
Yeah, anyways. I said don't put me on there. Yeah. So I see them and I see how they talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this guy.
Yeah, cornball.
It's corny.
Corny as hell.
And so when I met her, I was like, oh, I like the food. And she was cute, but I'm like, she's too young. She doesn't meet my requirements, blah, blah, blah. And then she started engaging back and we went back and forth. And then time went on and then we started DMing each other. And then after that, it was video calls. You see what I mean? But I almost passed judgment because I had my list. Remember I talked to you about the list?
It was a great idea.
Primary requirements, secondary requirements. Yeah. Because here's what happens.
I'm going to make that tonight.
Monica, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
All y'all need to make this.
Because Monica, let me tell you what happens. We as men, we're hunters.
Yeah.
And we were wired for one thing. To eat, to have sex, and hunt. Make the money that's hunting, have sex, and eat. That's it. That's what men are here for.
What about women? Aren't women the same?
Men are providers, protectors. Okay, women are the bear of the children, keep the house in good order. They support their man. They make sure that this is how genetically we're wired. Yeah. Anytime you try to go outside of that biologically and say, "Well, I'm going to be the guy," you're a woman, and we're in an argument. You want to pull your dick out, not physically, but you want to be a man. I want to be. I'm masculine. I'm a boss. Look. Why would any woman want to be like a man? And why would a man want to be like a woman outside of them switching their gender roles? I'm not attacking the LGBTQ community. I'm just saying in a traditional heterosexual relationship. And right now, society has looked down on women being subservient or under the leadership of a man. It's a bad thing. When the feminist movement started, it was about equality. I'm all about equality for opportunities. They got that because there's not one thing. You have the same equal. We're equal as far as opportunity, right? And rights. Name one rights that we have that you don't have. You have more rights than men do. You have a child. We have no decision making in that child. You have 100%. And I'm not going into the whole Roe versus Wade, but you have more rights than we do. So it was all about rights and equality, right? Then as it expanded and went, now it's about demonizing masculinity, and it's a bad thing. And what's happening is the birth rates are going down. There's more single children with a single mom. Testosterone rates of men have dropped, and society frowns upon masculinity in men. And so
I think that's gorgeous.
Right.
Like for me, I had to have it.
Right. And so sometimes men can abuse that physically and emotionally and mentally, right? Because we've all been in those bad relationships.
Yeah.
And I just think that if you take the time and evaluate and dive deep, because that list held me accountable. Because after I got out of my relationship, I'm like, woohoo, I'm single, right? And I was out there. And I'd see that. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Right? But then I realized something. Because I'm older. I'm double OG, old guy, original gangster. You like that? I'm the nickname the General. I'm the General.
Okay. The General.
That's my nickname, the General.
Okay.
So what I realized as I got older, now I love women. I'm not a misogynist.
Yeah.
I love women.
Yeah.
Too much. Yeah. And so I was always a relationship guy. But once I had the high value, I had the status, I had the high, 6-7 figure income, the nice cars, I was single, I found myself with girls that were attractive, and we'd have sex and I'd be like, that's it?
Right.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
There was no substance. And I was like, oh, how come you don't call me and use me? And I didn't use them, but I just didn't get it. And then I see this other Instagram model. Hey, let's hook up. Let's meet in LA. Okay, I'll meet you in Vegas. And we're weekend banging away. Beautiful time. And then I'm like, And then I'd really hear her talk. I'm like, I don't even like this girl. Dudes don't see, because men, we were put here to breed, to reproduce.
Yeah.
Then I took a step back. I said, okay, self-talk. I need to get my shit together. Old pastor of mine played professional football. He said, Davrick, nothing wrong with having a beautiful girlfriend, quote unquote, a wife, whatever. You need to put a list together. And John Maxwell, who's a man of leadership, I don't know if you read any John Maxwell books. You need to read a John Maxwell book. If anybody's watching this, he's one of the most influential leaders on leadership. He used to be a pastor, now he's not. But his leadership books, like Leadership 101, all that stuff, phenomenal. 21 Laws of Leadership. He said, put a list together. I put a mandatory requirement list. He said, I want you to put everything you want on that list. Sexual. He didn't say it directly. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Looks, race, hair, body, profession, kids, no kids, everything. So my mandatory requirements. And then I had the secondary. These are the minimum requirements for me to be bonded, the energy connected, right? These are bonuses.
Can I ask you what your top 5 were?
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I needed okay. Don't laugh.
I'm not.
I think, and I'm speaking in generalities here, people, because I get these people on Instagram just, you don't know what you're talking about. I think every man wants the unicorn. Yeah. They want the girl that looks like a stripper but is housewife. Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I don't think it's hard.
Well, right. But the problem is 2 things. And I don't want to get so sidetracked. It's a body count issue for men. Mm-hmm. And it's also finding them before they've been blown up. And I'll explain that terminology I call blown up. I've coin phrased this. You can find them at the end, but then there's a body count issue, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I met her, I was like, oh, she's cute. She's got a lot of potential. I blew her up, and I'll get into what that means. Now that she's blown up, I'm that one love that ruined her for me. If something goes south, she's ruined. For anybody else out there, I blew her up. And so I'll define that in a minute. So what I did before I had the list, I was going for all the hotties, the Instagram models, the strippers, the blah, blah, blah. And I was having fun, but I'm like, dude, this girl's about as dumb as a box of rocks. Right. No substance. So this girl's annoying. Or, just, you know what I mean? But you didn't see that at first because you're like a dog humping the leg. Get off my leg, right? Mm-hmm. And we were, and then it's like, okay, girl, you need to get out of my place. You need to go home. Yeah. You've been here way too long. And so then my buddy's wife's friends, she's got a great personality. We all know what that means, right? I'm like, oh no, she's like, right? Yeah. No, she's really, she's cute. I get there. She got hands like a dude. Her nails aren't done.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh no, girlfriend. I can't do it. Probably the best wifey material possible. I remember I went to coffee with this gal. I'm like, this woman would be loyal as the day is long. We'd probably be married forever. But I have to wake up with that every day.
Right.
I'm a very sexual guy.
Yeah. See, I get that.
So
100%.
I'm like creative. I'm like, hey, what about, let's do it. What about, sure, yeah. To a point, right? Where it's like, okay, we don't do that shit. Weird, no animals, no, shit like that. You know what I mean? But when people are like, oh, what are you into? It's like, I'll do it. Dude, I've been around so long. I'm desensitized to the basic shit. So I said, but there's the blow up phase you have to teach because the younger girls haven't, done a lot of that.
Right.
So older girls have. It's like, that's what I mean. They've been, the guy already ruined them for other opportunities. So what I did is I found her. I said, her body count, I'm going to say it was like 6. I'm like, oh, good Lord. She's been with boys.
Yeah.
She hasn't been with the OG or double OG. So it's double shotgun time, right?
I can't. Yeah.
And so when I met her, I was like, okay, she has a potential. So she was really cute. I'll give her a 6, but I said, how do I get her to 8? Now I get my numbers. I made some adjustments. Kevin Samuel's numbers. I don't use 7 because that's a safe number.
Right.
What do you rate yourself on 110? Oh, I'm a 7. And then some girls say I'm a 10. A 10 is a girl that's so pretty, she's getting paid millions of dollars for her looks.
Right.
Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Most girls are 8s. She's an 8. That's a 10 in the average world. So she was a 6, but then she became an 8 or a 9, if you will. I blew her up. So I took the Mexican, raised to be a good wife, traditional values. Mom beat her with a chocolate when she was out of control, right? Mexican dad, but she was also, now she looks like a dancer, no pun intended, but has the domestic qualities of a housewife. That's a unicorn.
Right.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So back to the list, it's very sexual, willing to try new things, right? Cooks. I hate cooking.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to the kitchen. I ain't gonna lie. My idea is like, I'll take a number 2, plain cheeseburger, meat, cheese only. That's the worst meal for you. But that was me. Even though I was a bodybuilder, I was still eating shitty food because I had that metabolism, the African gene. I had abs to my ankles, right? And I was eating bad food and working out.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you need a meal prep. You need to do this. Servient, and I was a provider. So she was a live-at-home girlfriend. And people are like, well, you're a simp. I said, no, let me explain something. There's two types of relationships. On the top level, there's live-in girlfriend. It's like your wifey, but you're not legally married.
Right.
You're Mexican marriage. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
They're like Mexicans are together, never married. This is generality here, people. I'm not judging. Or you're legally married.
Right.
So this is my live-in girlfriend. My job and responsibility as a man, high-value man, is to be the provider, the protector of the house. She has the freedom, but I let her hang. I always let my girlfriends hang themselves. They're going to hang themselves. Hey, look at a girls trip. Go ahead. I don't want to go. Well, then don't go. They go. Okay, wait a minute. Right? So she made her decisions. She does what she wants to do, but she also takes care of the house, but she never steps out of pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, right? So I bought her a brand new car. I pay for all the bills. I built a house. Here's the money. She does everything around the house, and she kind of keeps my kids in order because my daughter at 15 years old has a mind of her own.
I didn't even know you had kids.
No, yeah, she's on Instagram. Your daughter's got 2 TikToks. I'm like, what? She's 15? Oh, hell no. So my girl manages. She's a COO of the house. Right. And I'm the CEO or president. Right. And so if she wants to go hustle, she can hustle. But she's that traditional woman, and she supports me, and she motivates me, and I motivate her back.
Right.
I don't control her and own her.
Yeah. And
it was hard to find that. So everybody asked me, I said, I go to a B city or a C city. I don't go to an A city. I don't go to Vegas, LA, New York, because I was there, and it's like, oh my God, this girl, man. I got 1 million followers. How many dudes you been with? Right? So this is guys. This is how guys think. Or I go overseas. Well, she was born in Mexico, but I met her here. And so that list was mandatory, all those stuff. And then the secondary was, you have to like watching football. She doesn't like watching football, doesn't know about it. She didn't even know anything about football. She's Mexican. Like their football was a soccer ball, right? So it was like, oh, no big deal. Or, she didn't meet the height requirement. She's 5'1". She's like Oompa Loompa height.
Stop.
Ewok, right? And so I was like, I wanted a certain height. She didn't make the age requirement. She was too young. When I met her, she was 26 years old. I was 48. I was like, there's no way. I dated the young girls. I was like, I'm done with it. Too much drama.
Right.
And my buddy's like, well, you were thinking down here and not up here. And I meet the older gals, and it was like they were jaded or they had baggage. And when I say baggage, I'm talking about negative experiences that they brought into the relationship. Right. And that's not always the case. Mm-hmm. And so when I got out of dating the young girl, I was like, never again. That was like drama to the nth degree. And then here comes this little girl out of Tucson, right? Sorry about that. And hold on a second. Oh my God, my phone. Here comes this little girl out of Tucson. And it was like, she kept responding. Now, traditionally in big cities, you go back and forth communication, but then it's like 4-to-1 messages. The girls are so busy, because they have all these options. Damn, Blazarian's in town. He wants me to hang out with him. Andrew Tate's here. He wants me to fly over. They got this is going on, this and this. Oh, this Davert guy. Oh, yeah, I'll get back to money. When you're in small towns, you're the only option, right? So the probability was much higher. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So for a guy, I was like, when I started looking at the Instagram, I'm like, dude, I'm not even worried. I'm not even going there. Because I know there's too much work. I don't want it, right? I work efficient. Like you run your business. I sleep 4 hours a night. Dude, I don't want to work I want to work fast and effective and efficient. What I do in my corporation in 3 hours takes most guys 16 hours. I work 10 hours today, or 15 hours. Good for you. I worked 4.
Right. Exactly.
I did what I could, and all the rest of the stuff I put off for next month. I can't work anymore. There's nothing else for me to do. Right. So when you put this list together, and I'll close with this, make sure the primary is like, maybe there's, they're religious. Maybe they're not. Maybe there's relationship with parents. Maybe they're not. Whatever it is, good with kids. Like she didn't have that. That was not a primary, but I gave up one primary, and that was like, she has to have children because I have children. Yeah. And I didn't want somebody to come in and not have the experience. And we did have a little bit of challenges with that because she doesn't have kids.
Right.
And that's like dating somebody that has children. They understand what it's like to have kids, because everybody says, I get it. They don't get it.
Right.
You don't get it till you have kids.
Right. Exactly.
And so the guy that you're going to see, he should have kids or experience with it, because
I would definitely want him to have experience for sure.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a nephew or like a best friend or like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whatever it may be, I want him to actually care to be around.
And she didn't have that, but she had nieces and nephews. So I was like, I'll let it slide. But then in the beginning, we had challenges because she wasn't understanding I'm the dad.
Right.
But when you're in a relationship, that person comes first, and that's a challenge. But also, they have to respect, your children have to respect that person if you're in a marriage, right? Or living together. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So I would suggest doing this list. Now, I'm actually going to take a risk here. I'm going to post this list that I made.
Okay.
I'm going to have it on I think I might put it in my stories and put it in my highlights. It's called, the requirements list. And you'll see check marks, girls I went out with. I like how many girls I went through to get to, I was like, yeah, I dated this girl for a while. That didn't work. And it was growing. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? I literally had a whiteboard out. I took it from a business perspective. I said, dude, I'm getting older. I'm wasting my time with these 304s, it's like they're pretty, but and when you get older, sex is great as you get older, but then you're like, there's no substance.
Yeah, I had to have substance for sure. That's like where I'm at, like right now in life. Like,
yeah,
I would just rather be celibate, like really, like real shit.
And give a bit too.
Huh?
Celibate and give a bit. I'm joking.
No, maybe if it was the right one, shit.
All right, man. Well,
that's it.
Well, we're running out of time. I appreciate you getting on the show. What I want to do is I always ask, and this is the second episode of Hot Vegas Nights, I always ask the person, let's circle back in 90 days, 120 days, see what's transpired from this event. Yeah. See if you've learned anything, if you've changed your mindset a little bit, or maybe you've met somebody. And if you have met somebody, great. I'd love to hear about it. Yeah. And then see who's going to DM you.
Yeah.
From the show. And guys, if you're watching this, if you DM her, you got to put Black Ice Reality Check or Black Ice or Hot Vegas Nights, because she'll know that you saw the show. Because how many DMs do you have that aren't unopened?
I didn't even look. I don't even want to look.
But
every time I post like a selfie too, like it's so sweet, but I'm like, I don't understand why it's the repetitive same person, like over and over. I'm like, I get that you think that I look good.
Because they don't have options. So here's the other thing.
And that's my problem?
No.
Oh.
It's not. But the guys that have the options at high value, they have a lot of girls.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
So they have versus the average guy that's like trying to ping you. Mm-hmm. And so you got to realize too that or maybe they're just obsessed.
I don't know.
I mean, you have a subscription option on IG now. If they want to keep DMing you, make them pay a subscription.
Oh, I already know. I've changed my whole gram. Like I finally just literally linked everything because I get paid for everything. But I'm just like, I just want that to stop. Like I wonder how like you can just not have that.
You can block them.
I know.
See, here we go.
I'm trying to want to be sober. I just don't be opening them because then I feel like once I open it, then that's when they're like, oh, she's paying it. Like, no, I'm not paying attention.
Well, go to their Instagram and go to their profile and decide whether you want to open it or not.
Yeah.
And then you can just block it.
Yeah. I'm a blocker, crazy blocker for sure.
You're rough, man.
And people who add me with no picture, the weird, delete, block.
Yeah, they're hiding.
Yeah.
And you answered my IG.
Yeah, but I've met you.
Okay, I didn't know if you remember my Instagram. Yeah. Did you remember it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man, I feel special.
Y'all were the cats, and she was the puma.
There you go. The puma. Yeah, you got the cats. Not that kind of cat.
I just like
it's okay. Just don't have any. If you end up with box wine, I find out about it, you're in trouble.
I would never. I've never even drank box wine. Gross.
Well, thanks for being on the show. If you like this, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, and make sure you turn on the notification indicator, right? And make sure you go to her Instagram and follow her.
Yeah, I'm very sweet. I'm very nice.
And she has broadcasts where she has open conversations on podcasts live with people, right?
Yeah.
You should do that.
No, my mentor literally has been on me. Like he is such a blessing. He's like, you're gonna be such a great person on podcasts. He's like, you need to have your own.
You come down to the studio here.
Yeah.
You have a place. Talk to John.
But I really take my mentors, he's the best. And he's just like, you just need to speak. He's like, people need to hear you and who you are. He's
the Fine Pine way.
Yeah, period.
They call it the Fine Pine way.
And then I'll interview you.
There you go. Oh, no. All right, man. Hey, thanks for showing up. Yeah. Stay strong, and we'll see you soon.